People around the world are dependent on non-renewable energy like coal, petroleum, and natural gas. Current estimates given by Ecotricity, Britain's largest energy company, with no increase to demand, the world's oil supply will be depleted by 2052. Following the depletion of oil, the increased demand for gas will lead to its depletion by 2060. And lastly will be the depletion of coal in 2088. However, there are two variables that these statistics do not take into consideration. First, it is very likely that more deposits will be found. However, the demand for energy is increasing at an alarming rate. The U.S. Energy Information Administration projects an increased demand in world energy consumption of 48% by 2040. Good morning, my name is Dennis Ackerson, and I'm an advocate for renewable energy. I've been interested in studying forms of renewable energy for many years. I was previously employed by Nothnagel Drilling, working as a design engineer for geothermal plants. I have also worked for Siemens Building Technologies, installing and maintaining distributed generation power plants. Today I would like to discuss forms of renewable energy and their benefits to both current and future generations. First, we will discuss the negative effects caused by the use of fossil fuels. Next, I will share and give a brief explanation of many forms of affordable renewable energy. These forms will include solar, geothermal, wind, hydro, and wave energy. We will then review the types of energy that can be implanted on a small personal level. Finally, I hope you will see the benefits and the importance of renewable forms of energy. Renewable energy awareness is growing, and so is the movement to become less dependent on fossil fuels, which is slowly dwindling. As part of the human race, I feel strongly that we owe it to each other to do the best to preserve our planet for future generations. The use of fossil fuels as means of energy production comes at a great cost to this and future generations. Burning fossil fuels emit a number of air pollutants that are harmful to both the environment and the public. Burning petroleum products releases nitrogen oxides, which contribute to acid rain, smog, and can burn human lung tissue with increased cases of asthma, nasal congestion, and pulmonary irritation. Use of fossil fuels also contributes to the level of soot in the air. Chronic bronchitis, aggravated asthma, and increased occurrence of premature death are linked to particulate matter, or soot, as it is referred to. Sulfur dioxide, another byproduct of burning fossil fuels, leads to increased level of acid rain, which has a negative effect on lakes, streams, and wildlife. Global warming has been linked to fossil fuel consumption as well. The water that is used to cool major power plants is returned to the streams and lakes that it was originally harvested from at temperatures as much as 25 degrees warmer, contributing to the death of fish and certain forms of wildlife. This process is referred to as thermal pollution. According to the Union of Concerned Scientists website, in 2014, 78% of U.S. global warming emissions were energy-related emissions of carbon dioxide. So at this point, I hope we all can agree we need to do something to help reduce the use of non-renewable energy and to move forward to a period of increased use of clean renewable energy. There are several forms of renewable energy available today. Solar energy, which uses photovoltaic cells to convert sunlight into DC or direct current. Geothermal, it takes advantage of the 50-degree ground temperature found just a few feet below ground level. The constant 50-degree temperatures can be used to both heat and cool homes and businesses. Wind energy, that uses the power of the wind to drive a propeller, which is connected to a rotor that is connected to a shaft which turns a generator. Hydro energy, which is widely used to power large power plants like the Niagara Power Authority located in our backyard. Lastly, a new form of energy that is emerging is known as wave energy. Wave energy uses a device called a point absorber, which converts the mechanical energy generated by a wave into electricity. Not all forms of renewable energy require a massive power plant or investment. Homeowners and small businesses can do their part to lower our nation's carbon footprint. Homeowners can take advantage of generous tax rebates offered by both state and federal government. 3 years ago, I myself made the move to solar energy. By doing so, I've been able to decrease my electric bill from an average of $185 per month to a minimum payment of $18 per month. The system that was installed on my home produces 135% of my energy needs, and I've begun heating my home with electric in the winter months, which has led to a decrease in gas consumption. The initial cost of the system was in excess of $43,000, but after incentives and rebates, the cost of the system was less than $11,000 out of pocket, which I will recoup in less than 5 years. After 5 years, the system will be paid for, and it is supported by a 20-year production warranty. I hope that everyone has found my presentation both informative and educational. Our discussion began with an explanation for the future of fossil fuels. We then visited the negative effects of using fossil fuels to power our production and power needs. After seeing the downsides of fossil fuels, we reviewed viable renewable options. Then we discussed the option of solar energy for homeowners. And remember, we need to preserve this great planet of ours for our children and our children's children. A few good choices today and make a great change for tomorrow. Thank you.